So at the start of Diablo III, the events actually happens 20 years after all the events that occur in Diablo II. And so it's been 20 years since Diablo II, and really the beginning of the story is the fact that evil is starting to stir in Tristram. You know, it's really tough to say that because in terms of game development, nothing is really linear. There's no way for us to say that we're 20% there because once you spend a lot of time working and iterating on the game, and one of the things about our games is the fact that we focus a lot about the quality and just ensuring that we're happy with the product as well as all of our fans. And so we may end up spending more or less time on it, but ultimately we want to ship it when it's ready. We feel that we've generated a lot of really great content, and we're really excited to share more with you in the future. I see. One of the core philosophies of our game, of course, is the fact that we want to have a great cooperative experience, and we want to ensure that all the heroes and all the characters that you play contribute and also complement all the other hero classes. And so we've been spending a lot of time trying to find the sweet spot that we feel would really work in terms of having a really great experience. And so we actually feel that having a smaller group of people would be more effective because that way every person that plays can really contribute and exercise their unique skills for their heroes. You know, that's something that we spent a lot of time thinking about, and one of the things that we've always focused on is the fact that Diablo III is very fast-paced, and we feel that potion spamming actually prevents you from being able to use a lot of different skills that you might want to have. And we want to actually develop each class so that they are unique. We may not necessarily have a pure healing class. I don't think that's ever been a philosophy of the Diablo series. But more importantly than that, we want to allow you to use your skills to find ways to get out of a situation. And we don't want to always have you depend on potions. I think one of the things that's very important to us, and that's a very core philosophy of all Blizzard games, is the fact that we want you to be able to play by yourself as well to finish the single-player experience. And but of course, our priority is cooperative play. There's nothing more fun than playing with a group of your friends, and so we want to make sure that you have an awesome time. And I think that all the classes, by playing together, really helps to complement all the skills that you're using, such that it's actually a lot of fun to play with your friends. One of the things that we do is that we do care a lot about our customers and just kind of our fan base, but you know, there's just so much stuff out there on the internet. It's really hard for us to follow everything that happens. In terms of Diablo, we do have randomized loot, and the fact that it is different because in World of Warcraft the loot drops are deterministic, and that means that it's more predictable in the sense that you know that what to expect when you join a raid and to go into a dungeon. In terms of our actual back-end systems of how we do the loot dropping, we're still spending a lot of time tuning it, and I think that's one of the key core areas that we'll be spending a lot of time working on until the end of development. So to answer your question, I think that there's a lot more stuff that's involved in that, and I think we could reveal a bit more later.